So I just got done watching Batman Caped Crusader on Amazon Prime. And you know what? I'll admit it, it's a little late coming out. But in my defense, there was no advertising for this puppy, which is really strange because a new Batman cartoon I feel like would be big news. But I pretty much heard no one talking about this one. The first time I heard about it was a Twitter post basically just saying how the Penguin was a woman now, which in context makes sense as this is more of a alternate universe Batman that takes place in the 40s. But honestly, regardless of practically no advertising, I'd be really surprised if this didn't do that well. It's by no means a fantastic show, but it definitely has quite a few positives. Personally, I think the best part of the show is how all of the episodes are intertwined to create a larger story. Like, for example, the biggest villain here is Harvey Dent, but the show takes its time building him up, where in the first episode he's just sort of like a spunky lawyer, but by the 5th and 6th he's taking on bribes. Then as of the 9th he turns into Two-Face, and that's something I can really appreciate. Also, I have to give props to any Batman project that focuses more on the detective aspect. Like, this Batman doesn't have a lot of gadgets, you know, there's like a smoke grenade every now and then, maybe a batarang or two, but for the most part it's just a really fit dude doing some vigilante work, and I like that. Oh, also, the background art is so good. It's like a mix of the 90s cartoon mixed with the comic book art style from the 40s. That's kind of about it for the positives, though. And again, the whole thing isn't negative, but aside from the 2 plot elements I mentioned, the rest of the story is kind of a hit or miss. The show focuses heavily on the corruption in the city of Gotham, but it's incredibly on the nose to the point where there wasn't really a single moment where the show lets you figure out what's happening. It's sort of just spoon-fed to you. And this is incredibly evident, especially in the first few episodes, as there's so much over-explanation of every single thing that's happening. And it just ends up leading to a show that says it's made for adults, yet it doesn't respect us enough to where it thinks we can put it together on our own. Overall, it's okay. The art style is fantastic, while some of the models are a little bit iffy. I think Hamish Linklater did a decent job, but he's definitely trying way too hard with the grittiness of the Batman voice. But there's some positives and negatives here. If you're a big Batman fan, I would definitely check it out. If you like it past episode 3, I would keep watching it. If not, it's not for you. I'd give the show a solid 2.5 out of 5.